the first competitive game I ever played on a stream was when I made it through the group stage of the old Mega League Monday tournaments hosted by Scrimps, and I had the unfortunate thing of going up against Twin, and I got absolutely murdered back in 2018.
Before we talk about the winner, we have to be able to think about third place or second place who are already starting their match. We are 75 seconds on the clock, and they have already done a couple things. They've been unable to hit each other a lot of times. These are incredible players. Meow has been constantly and changing it up to a character we haven't seen since pretty much the beginning of the tournament with Kid Cobra, and then Mr. Table Pringles using his Helix that has been able to have such a nimble and such a powerful way to just keep bobbing and weaving and dodging, and every single move has been done through the entire tournament, and using that Slappermander and the Toaster against this essentially the both nunchucks, very good.
I mean, you see immediately Pringles going all in. Meow on virtually Magic Pixel. Trampoline is almost in play. Things calming down a little bit, but
no, calming down because they're both playing cautiously, but also just, you know, of course, Kid Cobra still being one of the fastest characters, having to, you know, bob and weave against those punches at that 1%. So being able to play cautiously will still be going fast. Very impressive. But now changing the arms up to a popper, very interesting. Well, Pringles still having a rush, probably waiting for Meow to have a rush of himself to be able to do that counter rush.
And the thing is, Popper is an absolute nightmare on a Cobra, and combines so well with basically any rush, if you can get the confirm. But that's a big if, trying to hit a win confirm on something as well. Don't even need to confirm, you just go raw. Sure, why not? What do I know?
And being on Mausoleum, if any of them get a good grab, they could break the middle of the stage to change the game entirely.
Looks like we might not be getting anywhere close to that, though. Meow, hanging around the outside.
Meow has been very good at keeping up, even when the other player has all their health and they're down to 10%, still being able to not only chip all the way down to like what is going on right now, but being able to beat every single time, and it happens every single time. Meow is just very good at just again just making the comebacks. Meow is the combat king, combat king.
Oh, going double toasters with Pringles here. It is time for a big boxing tower of death.
Literally tower, because that's the Helix. Helix just has so much verticality, so much. The only thing, things like the nunchucks that are vertical arms that cover vertical, just a lot of area, are problematic for Pringles. The thing is, with Mausoleum being a stage as big, Pringles just has the advantage. As unfortunate as it is for Kid Cobra, which is all about movement, I think just Pringles Helix is just a lot more nimble. So it's, I wonder what's about to happen, because Mr. Meow is just very good. Going with the rush.
Very good from Pringles, though. Meow wasn't able to get too much off of the rush, and Pringles got a lot more. So now the health is basically even, but Meow is like way ahead on the rush gauge. This is
not only that, but just being able to not get hit is a thing that Meow just seems to excel at. Which Pringles, of course, with Helix, has been his whole multi, but Meow just happens to be able to not only get that read, just get punch after punch.
Oh, there it is!
Oh, the break! And with another grab, that's the end!
Enough.
With a single grab.
I was so proud to see Pringles get that very quick, uncharged 1-2 to get the distance and break the center open, but Meow just got straight up launched right into that grab and ended it. Like it was like, no any sort of comeback. So they're like, nope.
Bro, that's probably, I didn't quite catch it, but I feel like that's just probably a moment that I'll have to revisit because it's just so good. being it is not. It's just partly luck and a lot of skill. These are very skilled players, and it's something we have to remember time and time again. Every single moment that they do, every single movement and decision that they make can all impact this tournament so big. And now changing back to Springman, I'm surprised that Pringles hasn't brought out Max Brass, which has happened to be his strongest character at the moment.
Well, let's see how we get on with the Springling. Still sticking with the firearms, which is good for getting knocked down as well as trying to control the opponent's rush gauge. Which is why Pringles is staying slightly ahead on that front at the moment. Not able to get too much in the way of deflect.
The good thing about the Springman of Pringles is that Pringles has had the ability. Not only them, but Meow has also been a great Pringles, a great Springman. And the thing is that ability to disable the arms on midair has happened to be extremely good if you happen to know your way out of bobbing weaving, which is something that Meow has been able to do time and time again. I wonder if Pringles, not using Helix, which has happened to be his ace in the hole, happens to be the thing that actually gets him to finals. Could be.
Much more cautious approach from both as well. Raw grab, what a read!
And now down 1%, and the amount of chipping that Meow has to do to that health to be able to even win, yeah, not gonna happen. Of course, saving that rush for the next round, and with 24 seconds on the clock, I didn't see it would have to be the comeback of the century. Maybe like getting 4, maybe 3 grabs in a row. That would have been the only way that I would see that happening. And now,
which is something you can't just.
Yeah, it's not something you can just decide to do. Especially if they're trying to see that read. If you get 2 in, they're gonna expect a 3rd. Man, did you see the little dodges and weaves? It's very little, but it's very technical, and the amount of brain power that happens to these players' heads, it's incredible. Playing very cautiously, Kid Cobra. Very cautiously.
Yeah, after that very quick, aggressive opening salvo, Meow's backed off a fair amount, waiting to be able to go in with another rush again, which will be happening very soon. And Pringles is getting close enough to be taken out with a full rush if we can get it off a win confirm.
Oh, the guard! That is... And if somehow Pringles manages to get that hit... Yep, it's coming! It's coming! You could see it, but you couldn't stop it. It was impossible. It's not enough. It's nowhere... Oh, it's nowhere near enough, but that one hit is all that was needed.
Next hit was going to take that game there as well. That was just
maybe
reactionary.
It's true though. Maybe that Springman is the thing that catapults him to the finals. Man.
I mean, can we officially rebrand him as Springles?
Springles? I love that. Bring in the Springles. Springles could be. I mean, again, Twin happens to be such a number 1 in the world for the longest time. Apparently, number 1 in North America. And now, if this tournament being global might just be, depending on what happens, number 1 in the world. And so one of these 2 players could dethrone him completely. Not only dethrone him, but overtake him.
Ooh.
What is the
I mean, that would really be putting the Springles on the cake, right?
The Springles on the cake. Now the question, because I don't know, how long have these 2 players been on the scene? How long have they been playing?
Meow is an OG.
8 years.
Pringles is more recent than that, but not new per se.
Okay, so like
I first became aware of Pringles myself 2020. So
yeah. So it's essentially new gen versus old gen, and whatever happens, it proves either the older generation.
Son.
Dad versus son as well. You know, the protagonist versus the villain. This is the oh man. Meow using that Max Brass. Max Brass has been able to to knock down every single one of his opponents to date without a fail. It's probably his best character in this entire tournament. And being able to do it on Sky Arena, this is essentially the definitive version of what the final Grand Prix is in game. This is the canon ending. Whatever happens here, this is what's supposed to happen, unless Headlock somehow comes in.
Well, like we can arrange that.
Could happen. But with a rush and Pringles, he still has 2 rounds.
Oh,
2 rounds could happen.
That's
with a knockdown.
That is the pure aggression you expect from a Max Brass with a chakram and a nade. It's just brutal.
Yeah, and Pringles has got to, be very cautious and conscious of especially the health gauge of Meow. Because the second it hits below that 10%, if he lets it, it will go into that range. And that's going to be a problem because that boost is permanent and it's strong.
But it does go the other way as well. Springman has the exact same ability.
That's true. But okay, isn't Max Brassus like harder because he is a heavy?
It's more brutal, especially when you put the chakram there. With that permanently charged, it pairs perfectly with his grabs. It's not as synergistic for Pringles to have.
You see that Pringles keeps putting him in a corner. Meow cannot get out, and now he has to stay on the outer rim. That's okay. I wonder, because Meow has been the king of comebacks in this tournament, and I wonder now being below that 10%. I wonder if this is of course the definitive David on Goliath. I wonder what's gonna happen with Pringles over here. What is he gonna be able to do? And the disabling is not gonna help that much because of course the nades are gonna still do the explosion. It's one hit. It's one hit. Get in that rush.
One hit. No rush needed.
Oh yeah, because of course, no, saving it for the next round is probably the smartest for both of them. Of course. So
just gonna unload on each other. Final round, 3.
This is still game 1 though, right? Yeah, game 1. This is intense. This is intense, chat. I don't know what's happening. This is as hot as it can get.
That is
whoever wins
and a half.
Oh man. Sometimes people say I overhype things, but this is just hype. This is just hype at its peak. Both having that rush, neither using it.
So large. I just do not want that to come anywhere close to me if I am Pringles. Using the rush to get out of it and get the full counter for 290.
And still Max Brass still has that rush, and he has to use it because this is the final round. There is no saving it for next time. So it's all about, expecting when it happens and for Pringles to be ready for it. And now getting in at 10%, this is the time. The rush is incoming, 330% damage. Oh, wait, no, 310 because of the chakram, I think. And not being, of course, in the corner, not gonna happen.
360.
Ah, what? Oh, okay, it's Pringles. Okay, game 1. Game 1 versus Pringles. David and Goliath wins again. Sky. Oh, Layla in chat saying the second that I am not casting, boom, they go into Sky Arena. That is true. That is true. Oh, and people say, yeah, this is peak. This is peak. This is peak as it can get. I am very, very, very excited. I was very excited yesterday, as I told you, and I think that the excitement was indeed. I think this is the best that we could have gotten. I'm very. Whoa, we still got the twin. It depends on how even these two players happen to be with him. Whoever wins, the Lollipop against either Max Brass or Springman, or Helix, depending on what Springles decides.
Or a Cobra. There are so many options. Perhaps, perhaps one of them brings out a pocket biting buck. Who knows?
Pocket biting buck.
As long as it's not a coil, it'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. We haven't seen a single coil in this tournament. I mean, probably there was at some point. You just didn't see it. But already, Pringles managing to keep in the Max Brass in the corner, getting that grab.
I love a good grab. And there's a second one. Let's see if we can do it again.
Can you get a third one? Can you get a third one? Trying to get a third one! Trying to get a fifth one. Bro, he's stunting at this point. He's stunting. Trying to get a fifth one. Bro, all trying to get that grab. They happen to not get a single one, but already getting beneath at 10%. This is crazy. And being able to still be first hit of the entire game for Pringles. Whew.
Oh, big hot punch in the face.
Meow is completely on the ropes. I feel like the stages at this point have absolutely nothing to contribute besides the amount of range that they can take. And he takes another dub. Paul, this is crazy.
It is. I'm disappointed that the round didn't end with another hug, but the amount of hug attempts from both so early on was insane. I love it. It's like playing ARMS day one where everyone just tried to grab.
And Pringles could maybe get second win in a row just in game 2. And I wonder because, again, this Meow's Max Bass has been undefeated this entire tournament.
We've got the Tri-Blast out now as well, though. Big boy with the big explosions looking to counter the deflect. Keep Pringles in the corner. But nobody puts Pringles in the corner, baby.
The roles have been turned. I think you know what's happening. I think I'm noticing this is the Anakin story because now that the stage has been flipped, the ropes have been flipped. Pringles now on 10% instead of the other way around that was the last time because Anakin here has the has the high ground. He gon' die. This is what happens. Spoilers for anyone that didn't watch the Star Wars.
Don't try it.
Well, no. Okay, no. I'm sorry. Let me clarify myself. Anakin didn't die. I'm sorry. Before anyone in chat says it, Anakin didn't die. They became the Lord of Darkness. That's my bad. And maybe Pringles or Meow here become the Lord of Darkness here. Who knows? Depending on who wins, they might become Darth Vader.
We'll have to do a fact check if whether or not Twin is a registered Jedi.
Could be Obi-Wan. He is Obi-Wan. Whoever goes out of here, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin Skywalker. Oh no, because it's here. Yeah, no. This would be Obi-Wan. My bad.
Right, everyone's calmed down a hell of a lot more this round. Everyone's knowing.
Yeah, they play
round 3. The pillars are all gone. We've got nothing.
Playing very slowly.
Everyone's just very chill. No one wants to hug each other.
No one wants to do the grab,
yeah. Face.
And no doing of the rush. This is the final round. They need to get this in. But it's I guess they're each waiting for the other to do it to be able to get that rush in. Because if one of them blocks it, it's done.
It's a pure psychological battle at this point. They're both just throwing out odd punches, trying to grab each other. Pringles has managed to nail a few shots. He's got the lead. Meow needs to now come on the aggressive to try and maybe get an explosion off the Tri-Blast or the nade to confirm into a rush with 15 to go.
I mean, but if this match is Pringles's, it's over. It's over in general. It would be no way. Oh, my console got too hot. We have to see the stream. We can't see the end of this one. Ah! Pringles won? So that's the end of that then.